Duckboat Dispatch, episode number 43. I want to say it's 43 or 44.
I don't
Little
know.
backstory. My laptop didn't want to charge, so I'm on my twin brother's laptop. And for someone who works from home, this thing absolutely sucks. But it's okay. We're gonna power through. Josh is here. Sarah's here. I'm here. It's gonna be a good time. We're all back together. It's been a
What
little while.
what sucks about the laptop? Like what
I don't know what it is. Like, I I don't like it at all. He's getting 1,000 notifications at all times. I don't know why. Nothing wants to close. Maybe I'm just so like Apple like MacBook encoded now. I can't use any other type of laptop.
What does he have?
What does he have?
He has an HP, I believe, is what this is.
Oh, I hate those.
Yeah.
HPs are so much better.
No. I can't find the volume button, so you guys are super quiet on my end. I can't hear you, but we're gonna
It's
figure
a
it
little
out.
like speaker icon. If you click that, you should get
I usually just use my mic has like volume control on it. There we go. Okay, that's working now. Okay, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna power through. But it has been an
I didn't
interesting.
put avocado in my smoothie.
Sarah's mind is
Sorry.
somewhere else right now, as always. We'll get to Sarah's tone insider in a second. We are 2 more sleeps away from the Red Sox season opener. Big
Yay.
Bruins news the past 24 hours has been James Higgins has been called up to the Providence Bruins because BC season is over. So we'll be interested to see when James Higgins makes his way onto the actual Bruins roster. Some reinforcements as they try to hold on to their playoff spot. The New England Patriots have had preliminary contract negotiations with Christian Gonzalez, which is good news. I don't know how much I trust them to actually close on that deal. I think the sooner the better. And there has been marred reports that there is a handshake agreement between the New England Patriots and the Eagles over A.J. Brown to send them after June 1st, so the Eagles don't have to take as much as a cap hit. But then Schefter comes out and kind of denies that, so we'll see where that ends. And the Boston Celtics are making a playoff push. JT's been in a shooting slump. How is he going to react to all of that and more? We'll get into a lot of Red Sox talk today. Sarah's going to rank her favorite Red Sox players. And if you don't know how she's ranking them, it's on how hot she thinks they are. It's pretty much how Sarah's going to rank these players.
I don't know any of their names. I know 2.
So Josh, you're going to do a little bit more of the production on that end because I literally can't do jack with this laptop. We're going to figure it out all how it goes.
His light just flashed before his eyes.
It's a very Band-Aid episode today. Just kind of trying to make it work. So Sarah, why don't you get things started with the tone setter?
Episode. You're just all pissed.
You're just in a bad mood.
It's just you, bud. It's just
we have no rundown. Do you even have a big debate plan for today, Josh?
I do.
Okay, perfect.
Yes,
we'll get to the
Josh
big debate at the end of the day.
Just you.
Josh pulls through.
You.
For the first time, I'm unprepared for the show. I don't want to hear it.
I made cookies.
You're the only one who's in a bad mood. Sarah's just making cookies and just wants avocado in her smoothie.
I'm trying to
I've
figure out how to
Yeah.
make this
20
thing
minutes.
bigger. Yeah, okay,
I actually
big
don't
deal.
like avocado.
I think it's overrated.
Hot take. I agree.
Like, okay.
But it's good for you, so I put it in my smoothie.
If you can put avocado in a good guacamole, then it's good. But
True.
if you're like one of those people who is like avocado toast is the F and S,
That's my friend. That's Ariel. Xander's offended because he loves avocados.
But like, why though? There's nothing to it.
I don't know. I don't like the texture. It doesn't taste like anything, but it's healthy. So I put it in my smoothie. Well, how is an avocado supposed to taste, Xander? Sweet. How does an avocado taste? No, it doesn't. It tastes like paste.
It does taste like paste.
It tastes like paste.
It tastes like unflavored paste.
Xander said it's earthy. What are you, a hippie now?
Dude,
Okay.
you gotta get with the way, man, with the avocado. Like, come on, bro.
Stop licking knives. It's weird. You already got your tongue as he cuts an avocado.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
This is what
Tone
happens when
setter?
we just literally load things up and just start recording. We don't have like our 15 minutes of debrief beforehand.
Tom, again, it's just you.
It's just you, buddy.
Just you.
See,
Maybe
I
you
can't
need
even
to have an
Josh on my
avocado
end.
and
It's
go
so
with the
bad.
flow.
Tom would die before he eats an avocado.
no, I would never have an avocado. I would
Tom,
absolutely
okay,
never have an avocado.
my smoothie is strawberries, raspberries, pomegranates, blueberries, honey, coconut water, protein powder, ginger, spinach, and avocado. Would you drink that?
No, he would not.
No, there's way too much crap in there. That's so much work.
That's
so much work. They just listed off like
It's so
15
good.
things. I'm sure it
It's
tastes
not that
phenomenal for you.
much.
I don't know. It's not like 15
I'm
things.
just trying to. I got eyelashes back for the first time in 10 years. I'm trying to keep.
All right. Well, Sarah, take that sip from your smoothie, and then you'll set the tone for the rest of the show. See, you don't even
Blueberry.
like it. Look at the face she just made. She doesn't even like the smoothie. Look at that.
Actually, no. I just got a clump of protein powder that didn't mix.
Hey, sure.
That didn't taste good. Well, my tone setter for today is Xander's making a smoothie.
I can hear it in the background.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
He shut up.
Hey guys.
We're never gonna get paid for this if Xander doesn't stop making noise in the
I know,
background.
seriously.
Welcome to my ASMR. Today, as we can see here, we have my brand new 2026 Ninja Blender. We're gonna throw some pomegranate,
Vitamix.
some blueberry,
Vitamix.
and a banana, and now we're gonna blend it. Shh. Thank you for joining. Be sure to like and subscribe, everyone.
You're a weirdo. Basically, March Madness. Josh and Tom made me join whatever they're. I don't even know who's in this group.
It was our March Madness bracket with Tom, myself, and then Tyler Duffy. And I don't
No,
know.
she's talking about the app that she's on, where she made her own bracket.
Group one.
Yeah, the Duck Boat Pod is literally, it's so bad. It's terrible. I blame
Oh,
Duff.
really?
Yeah.
It's
I'm
horrible.
tied for first.
Yeah, you are currently tied for first with my older brother, I believe.
For our Sarah, just for reference, and this will help you with your tone. Just for reference, we may or may not have eliminated Clemson in the very first round.
It's okay. I don't really I love Clemson, but I don't really bank on them for
And we might have had Bama
basketball.
going to the Elite Eight.
That I can't forgive you for.
Blame Tyler Duffy.
I will.
I mean, I blame both of you guys. Like, the Wisconsin
I
pick
didn't
was a
do
bad pick.
anything.
I'm talking about Duff and Josh, not you.
No.
Like, I
Okay,
tried
I
to
was like,
take,
I
I tried to
wasn't
take
here.
Clemson. But I guess
Clemson lost.
it's okay because they lost, so I'm not too mad about that.
Okay, Tom,
Duff,
you were literally complaining to us about how the bracket was so chalk, and now you're complaining about how awful our picks were. Which do you want? The
I
bracket?
didn't know because the picks that I disagree with turned out being right. I didn't like Wisconsin going that. There's literally tape. Go back and watch the tape, Josh. I didn't like the Wisconsin pick. I didn't like Florida winning the whole thing over Michigan. I didn't love Florida beating Houston and they didn't even make it there. Yeah.
You didn't even pick Michigan to win the whole thing.
No,
In the show bracket,
did.
Michigan is in the
How
finals.
would I pick Michigan to win the whole thing?
I have Michigan winning the whole thing.
Yes, but on the show bracket that we made last week because you weren't here last week during St. Patty's
No,
Day.
I was not.
We did like a collaborative bracket and we made it like
I was at a St. Patty's Day dinner.
yes, and Michigan Florida was our national championship, and I wanted Michigan, and those two bozos wanted Florida.
Because why would I pick
not high on Florida at all.
Why would I pick Michigan?
So
Because
that
they're
bracket's
literally
already
like
dead.
Yeah, that bracket's dead. Two of its Final Four teams are dead. Literally, all we have going for us is like St. John's and Michigan to make it to the Final Four, and those are the only points.
I don't even know who I picked. I kind of just went through and I pick who I feel like would be better.
Yeah, and that's usually who wins it. The person who just literally just guesses.
Yeah, that's how I won last year and the year before.
But I'm glad you bring up March because it's just such a you're tied with Owen, Nathan's college roommate Buckwheat for first.
Buckwheat.
I can't explain the origin of that name. But I'm glad you bring up March Madness because it's such a special, it's such a one of a kind event. There's no other day.
We should do this in football.
I'm surprised that college football hasn't tried to find a way to
I know.
steal some of this. Same with college hockey, college baseball. I see more why college baseball couldn't get it to work because the games are just naturally longer.
Boring.
With the 9 innings. But I just can't believe they haven't tried to copy it at all. It's just such a
It could
it's
just be
perfect.
one of those. It could just be one of those things where you don't fix what isn't broken, so you can't rip it off.
You also have to think if you were to do this with a football season, that would extend the season for so long though, because you're not going to play.
Yeah.
Because with March Madness, it was all right, you play your first game, you play in the round of 64, and then 2 days later you play your matchup of the round of 32. Whereas if you were to do 64 teams in the football bracket, you're only going to be playing one game a week because
It would take too long.
That's the thing with football. It's like you don't have too many football games because it's deteriorating on your body. It gasses you out. Over time you become more injury prone to it. So it's like, okay, yeah, you could have a 64 team college football bracket, but then how many weeks is that going to take? You have the round of 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, and then 2. That's 6 extra weeks of college football. That's going to take a long time, and I don't know if college programs would want to do that, because you also have to think, like, are the schools going to do it? Are the programs going to do it? Are the players going to want to do it? I think it would be too many moving parts. I think what they have going right now, how many teams is it? 12 now? It's 12?
Something along those lines. I think Sarah's going to uke from her freaking protein shake that she was telling us
Probably.
tasted so good. The schools would absolutely be on board for that, Josh, because you know how much it would print money. March Madness prints money as basketball. College football bigger than college basketball. Just objectively, I would assume it would be massive. They could find a way to just trim down the season 6 weeks to add those extra, or maybe not even 6 full weeks. You just have to add the X amount of weeks to the playoffs that already take place.
You're taking so much. You're taking a good chunk away from the regular season. Then, like, you're not going to get a full.
That was not good.
You're not going to get a full length regular season.
Yeah, but do we need to see like? But then maybe we can take away the games where it's like, okay, you're gonna get Clemson versus
Bama.
No, like insert division, like bottom tier division, like you're gonna get Clemson versus. You can take away those like Clemson versus Curry College type of games where they're literally paying to play.
You're basically saying like you're gonna take away the trash games that I don't want to watch.
Yes, like who wants to watch Georgia versus UMass Amherst? Nobody.
I don't.
Nobody.
Georgia's just gonna steamroll them.
Yeah, so instead of needing to play these games where they win by 85,000 points, you can take away some of those games, and then you can add like an extra, and then you have the games in the playoffs already. I just think if college football isn't, and I'm sure they already have, and I know there's a lot of objectively like logistical hurdles they have to jump, but if they could find any sort of way, even if it's like a 32, like they skip the round of 64, you do round of 32. If you can find any way to make it where it's just 2 days in a row, 4 days in a row, where it's you sit down and no matter what time, anytime after 11, 12, 15, there is some sort of football game on, it would just be peak. It would be absolute peak entertainment.
I would be happy.
But does that not take away from value of March Madness itself? Because the thing about March Madness is that it is 64 playoff teams. No other sport, not even in a professional matter, has that. If you just start expanding, if leagues just start expanding left, right, and center, we're going to throw in 32, 64 teams, that kind of takes away the value of, essentially what March Madness is a madness of 64 basketball teams going head to head to win a national championship. If you throw in 64 football teams, then like, okay, we get a March Madness football, we get a March Madness basketball, then hockey, then baseball. It would take away the value, I feel like.
It would just make it so much more peak.
I agree with Josh. I think it would take away the uniqueness.
Exactly. Because that's the thing. If we were to just have regular ass basketball playoffs where it's 12 teams or like 18 teams go at it, that's just a basic ass, playoff basketball schedule. The thing about March Madness is that 64 unique teams that no other program does. If you start doing that with all other sports now, it takes away the value of March Madness. I would not be as hyped for March Madness as I would every year if we got 64 football teams in a playoff season, 64 hockey teams, 64 baseball teams. If it all became the same, you lose that uniqueness, you lose that value. I wouldn't be as excited anymore.
No, I think it'd still be awesome. It would literally just be, it's like the wait in between. Like for me, it's like the wait in between like growing up between my birthday and Christmas, because there's like a 6 month window between them. So you have you have your college football playoffs that end in I don't know, they end in January, whenever the hell they end, and then you have that like 3 month stretch where you're waiting to get March Madness, like NCAA basketball March Madness. It'd just be peak.
You're waiting that tension. That tension is what gets you hyped up.
Yeah.
You just like to bet. You just like to bet on it. That's it.
I'm going to be very honest. I haven't bet a ton on these games.
How much do you have riding on your bracket?
I don't have any money on my bracket. I didn't join
Okay,
one
I
of
was
those
gonna
bracket
say,
like money brackets. I
hence
prefer to just bet
probably
the underdogs in March, and it's more fun for that.
If it were just to be
root for those.
constant, just basketball, football, like, and there's no wait time, the wait is what keeps it valuable because you're waiting. You add the tension of
No, the best thing about March is when you get to sit on your couch and not
exactly
move for 8 hours.
and that's why it's exclusive to March and to
yeah.
basketball. That if
It's also
you're telling me,
basketball's
sorry,
what others. Well, sorry. Now that I think about it, there are other sports going on in March, but March Madness took over March.
exactly. If you were to have 12 months, answer this. If you were to have 12 months of straight college sports, exclusively being football and basketball, are you sitting down 8 hours every single day to watch all those games? No, but you'll damn well
Yes.
do it in the month of March.
Yeah.
No, it's
There's
just-
nothing
let's
else
not
going
act like
on
we're-
in March.
How much collectively between all three of us? What did we watch? Maybe 2 college basketball games before March.
Absolutely,
I've watched
not.
none.
Absolutely,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No,
So
no,
it
no,
doesn't
no, no,
matter
no,
if
no,
there's
you're hearing me wrong.
So
No,
this
No,
is
hold on. You're
Okay.
hearing me wrong. I'm saying absolutely not. I watch way more than 2 college basketball games. I watch.
Okay.
I don't.
But are you
watch
sitting?
the
Are you
entirety of
circling
this-
games on your schedule to go and watch?
What?
Are you circling games to watch on your schedule? Did you watch a
Yes.
single, besides Michigan State, did you watch a single college basketball game?
No.
Okay, I
Okay,
rest my.
but
Okay, so
he
then you're
can-
still able to root for. You can still look forward to this and go, ooh, okay, this is the weekend where I can sit down and there's already a plethora of time where
But that's
there's
the thing.
in the college
No,
football
so-
season. You turn on college football Saturday. There's gonna be a college football game on literally
No, but
all
now-
day,
now
every day.
you're not
You make
making
a
sense.
tournament style thing where it's a round robin. It becomes electric.
What?
You're making no sense right
No,
now.
I'm making great. It doesn't. There's already college football on all the time. No matter, like, you could sit down and watch freaking like insert random ass school 1 and random ass school number 2 in the college football season. There's games on all the time during college football. We're not
Yeah.
we're not overstimulated with college football games. Where if we add a March Madness style playoff to college football, it would be too much.
If you were to throw 64 teams into the college football playoffs, it would be too much.
I
What
just
do you-
said
Yeah.
don't make it 64. Get the same format, but maybe skip the first. Maybe make it a 32 team
That
playoff.
would be 64 teams.
No, make it the same format of a a.
Or just start at like the Sweet
bracket style
16
tournament
and work
and
it
start-
down.
Well, they're already at 12, so they're pretty much ready there. But if you can make
Whatever.
it 32, like this, if you can get to a point where you're hearing of schools like, who the hell knew about High Point University before Thursday?
I did.
I'm talking the average person, Josh. Did you know that High Point had like a Did you know High Point
Who's-
University had a class
No,
where
I
it's
know
like,
High Point University.
yeah, but did
My
you know about
sister
that?
went-
Go.
Did you know that they had? Did you learn these things about these smaller schools? Like, who the hell knew High Point University had business classes where you go and practice like business dining, like business deal dinners?
I'm sorry. Have you hold on. Have you seen High Point University?
It's gorgeous.
It is the most disgustingly rich college in the US. Of course
Yes.
they have classes where they teach you how to go to a business dinner.
Who knew that before? Who knew that before March
did.
Madness?
Tom,
I know people that went there.
Okay, but you know, so the average person, like, I do not know anyone that went to High Point.
Okay, because that's
I do.
you have a lack of ball knowledge. How the hell does business dining have anything to do with March
Because you
Madness?
learn about these schools that aren't the
You also
the
have
college
to
powerhouses
realize-
like Alabama, Georgia,
care
Syracuse,
what-
Clemson.
I don't.
I'm
care
sorry,
what class-
Alabama is not a
Oh,
basketball powerhouse.
I said just college powerhouse.
I don't
You
care
forgot
what,
Clemson.
I
I
said
don't care what
Clemson.
classes High Point
Good.
holds. I don't care what classes Michigan holds. I don't care what Bama holds. Like watching March Madness, I could give a F about what classes they hold.
Holy
I'm not gonna
shit.
be like, oh man, Michigan. Let me look up like Michigan's majors real quick. Like that makes no sense.
No, but you learn about these smaller schools because the tournament is
Okay,
so big.
so
if
what-
it was a 32-team
so what-
tournament,
okay.
imagine having
Damn.
UMass Amherst win a first round game. It would.
Alright.
It would
What'd you
literally
learn about
Boston
Kennesaw?
College win a first round game.
What'd you learn about Kennesaw State?
Nothing,
Who?
What'd you learn about Hawaii?
because they lost in the first
They're
round.
underwater.
What'd you learn about Santa Clara?
Imagine these
They're
smaller
in
Cinderellas,
California.
Josh. Imagine these smaller Cinderellas. Imagine if Boston College got into the tournament and won a first round game over a Syracuse or like a
because
Clemson
High
or a
Point
Georgia.
won one game, you're all of a sudden like, oh, we need to learn so much about High
No,
Point.
but it makes It's proving my point, Josh, that because these smaller schools have a chance to showcase these mid-major schools have a chance to showcase in the tournament, because with the size of the tournament, they're able to get in and have a shot at that so-called Cinderella run.
Guess what,
If you imagine adding that to college football.
Guess what? Every team has a shot. Just get effing good.
No, because there's not enough room in the college football playoffs.
Then get better. Have your program be better.
It gives them a chance to get better and make a name for themselves.
They have a chance by being good in the regular season and then going to the playoffs. That's what the playoffs are for.
People at High Point University can get professional LinkedIn photos.
I mean, you can get that at Curry College.
Yeah.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, we have the
That's
career center.
stupid. Oh, also their tuition is
Like
$71,000 a year.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
sorry,
ridiculous.
a semester.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean,
there's nail salons, there's restaurants, there's hair salons, there's like shopping centers
on campus.
Yeah.
Have you seen
they have a movie theater?
The stadium?
A family friend of mine went to High Point, and then my sister goes to Elon, which isn't too far, and they, for some reason, went to High Point for like the day. I think she was like speaking at something. I don't know what she was doing. And she called me and she was like, Sarah, this is the nicest campus. I feel like I'm in like, it's like a society.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's I can't think of the word.
They were chartering private jets to get their students to the games. Like, that's how much money that school. It's ridiculous.
It's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 70% white too. Like there's really no.
No, I'm not going to get into the socioeconomics of freaking High Point University.
Well, I was just looking up a bunch of shit too.
Well, clearly you should know them, considering High Point won.
No, but you learn more about these schools, and it gives a chance to help their recruiting process, because they have the chance to showcase in March that they can do something.
I feel like the average High Point student is like the offspring of the rich and famous.
I mean, yeah, they're born on third base.
Like the discards that didn't get into Harvard.
But maybe if High Point, I don't know, use that money for their recruiting process, or maybe that the fact that the NIL is now a thing, maybe use that in your recruiting process so you can therefore be a better known team in March Madness.
Yeah, go to High Point, but you make like $5 million a year, but you have literally nobody watches your games.
Thank you.
Or go to Alabama.
You did.
We had March. Did you watch a single regular season High Point University game, Josh? You can't tell me
because
exactly.
No one would.
Exactly. And March gives those schools the opportunity to showcase that, they put their name on the map. Did you know?
I don't even know what argument you're trying to make anymore.
How these, literally how peak college football March Madness would be.
We should just pity all these small schools for not being good enough, and we should just all throw them into the playoffs.
It gives them a chance to get on a little bit of even playing field.
They have a chance. It's called the effing regular season. Be good enough.
Joe Flacco just agreed to a 1-year deal with the Bengals.
Talk about Joe Flacco right now.
I just don't get how you can. That is just the stupidest argument ever. Just be better in the regular season. You need talent to be good. And this gives them a chance to showcase. Maybe someone that's gonna not get the starting minutes on Duke, like a TJ Powers, for example, who was on Penn. It gives them a chance. Okay, you know what? Maybe I want to go to a mid-major like High Point for a chance to raise my profile to then get to the Alabama, the Georgia, the whatever the top tier programs are.
You can do that in any program.
But March gives them the chance to be on that bigger stage. Because it's literally the play. It's like the tournament gives them a chance to be on that bigger stage.
So would you watch like High Point University on any random Sunday?
No, but because they were in March, I would watch them. If they're in the
college football, if they're
in the college football playoff bracket, and this isn't even my original point. My original point is that the college football. Can you let me fucking talk, Josh? College football playoffs would be absolutely peak if it was a March Madness, like round of 32 type of tournament. If they could find a way to copy literally any of that charm that March Madness college basketball has, like college football, not only they would print money, but it would also be better. It would be good for the players to give them also those teams who are not the top 12, the powerhouse college football programs. Like maybe you get a Duke in the college football playoffs if there's around 32. Maybe you get Michigan State and Josh's team can finally get in the college football playoffs if it is a larger tournament. So not only do you get more games, you have the chance to copy what makes March so special in those smaller mid-major schools that don't get the top-tier talent, that don't put as much money into NIL, to find a way to actually, make a name for themselves in some sense. And you have
No,
those
because-
local college legends.
Okay, you talk about this charm. You throw that charm into college football playoffs, that takes away the value of the charm. Again, back to my original point. You make every college playoff schedule a 64 bracket, a 32 bracket type thing. It takes away the value of that.
I literally just said only college football. I don't think it would work for
agree.
baseball. I think hockey.
really
No,
said
I don't think you should change anything to college football. It's great the way it is. You can't mimic March Madness into any other sport. It will take away the specialness.
And the thing is,
it will no longer be March Madness. It'll just be like, oh, great, it's March again. Now we have to watch college basketball all the time.
But imagine you mentioned big ass bracket for college football playoffs, Sarah.
No, I don't.
We peak.
It would be the same every year. I can't make a college football bracket. Every year it would end up being Alabama versus Clemson and Bama losing. That's what it would be every year.
But that's because you're objectively a psycho Clemson fan in a good way.
Yeah, I know.
Good way. So you can't look past that.
Also, Duffy would have it the same way. Or Duff, whatever the fuck his name is.
Duff would probably have Bama going pretty far.
Exactly. He would have Bama
year.
in the final every single year.
but
So that's why it can't work.
No, but
you didn't have Bama winning the college basketball playoffs this year. You don't have them winning the tournament this year.
But hold on.
I mean, I'm not going to argue on that one.
Yeah.
If you talk about giving schools a chance and a chance to actually shine into the playoffs, if you actually take that program, put thought and care into it, and use the NIL, which is now one of the biggest topics in college playoffs across the nation, now you give yourself a chance because you are putting the time, effort, and hard work money into your program. And for the players that are signing to these lower level teams, it's on
You're over
them. That is on you. If you want to go sign to Kennesaw State, that is completely on you. If you choose Michigan, if you choose Kennesaw State over Michigan, and you complain like, oh well, I didn't get the chance to really show myself in the playoffs. You went to fucking Kennesaw State, you dumbass. That's on you. If you really care about, if you as a school care about your program enough that you want to make the playoffs and shine as a school and give yourself a chance, get good. Like it's so vague, but get good. Put some time, effort, and money into your damn program and go get those top tier players. Get effing good, people.
Okay,
I also feel like
we're giving out these pity positions to people.
Agreed. No more participation awards, please. Just you get a medal if you win. You get a medal if you're number one. I think people are too soft nowadays.
And that's a conversation for another. Like, don't disagree with you. Definitely a conversation for a different time, though.
Can I talk?
No, I gave you the floor.
If these universities want to be the Duke, the whatever, I don't even know what the good teams are. Duke, Gonzaga. I just like that team because I like saying the name.
I just got upset by number 10 seed Texas.
I know. But I said to Xander in the car, I said, I think they invited me to this group so I'd actually pay attention to March Madness. I think that's the only reason. But, no, these kids just need to actually put in time and effort. Just because you go to a top university doesn't mean you're a top athlete. Like, you have to put in the time and work to do anything. You can't just walk onto a basketball court and be like, oh, I'm good at this, and not do anything about it. That's all.
Do you think that Indiana, who won the college football playoffs, the national champions, do you think they'd have the same amount of NIL money as Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Josh?
No.
So they're already on different playing fields when it comes to just NIL. So just to say get good, get talent, they can't. Some of these mid-major schools,
they can
literally,
though.
They can't compete.
Though.
They literally cannot compete.
Yes, they can.
How are you supposed to compete if you're High Point football? How are you supposed to compete with Alabama, Clemson, who not only they have the most NIL money, they also have the highest NFL draft stock because teams look at them and they know they're going to be on national television and all of that.
Because they can offer them actual playing time.
Then
whereas Alabama, if you're coming out of high school and you're this hotshot wide receiver, I guarantee you're going third string, maybe even riding the bench.
I mean, Ryan Williams, true freshman, was.
But how often do you get a true freshman?
Yeah, but
how often?
But it's pretty not like Arch Manning, literally one of the most hyped college prospects coming out of high school because of his last name. He didn't play his first 2 years because Quinn Ewers was in the way. So that's already part of like college football is where you have to wait a little bit for your turn.
But that's what I'm saying.
But you can't. Okay, so it comes to playing time.
If you go to a smaller university that doesn't have huge names but are still on the NFL radar, you can get more playing time. You could possibly be a true freshman. You'll have game tape to show them. You'll have more to show them and possibly get drafted. I know a handful of people in the NFL are doing that right now.
Tom, let me ask you this. How did Indiana win?
Because they had guys who bounced around, like Mendoza, who were at top-tier schools, didn't get the playing time, and they went elsewhere for a chance to play.
Exactly what I just said.
Then go out and get the good. Your program should be going out and get the good players. That you're making.
Why have we only ever seen this like once in a? Why does it only happen once in a blue moon?
He just made my point too.
All the other programs are all idiots and don't care enough.
No, because they have the most money, they get the top tier talent, and these guys fell through the cracks.
No, you said NIL doesn't matter. So if the money,
when did I say NIL doesn't matter? NIL is literally all that.
You literally just said that. You
literally, and it was a once in a blue moon it's not going to happen again for a while. It's literally once in a blue moon, like that Indiana's run to the college football playoffs was magical. Like it got on the shoulders of a guy who bounced around that nobody really wanted. A coach who's able to get those guys to buy into the system.
Because they wanted it bad enough. They were good.
But that's not true all the time, Josh. You can't just say, "Ooh, I worked really hard. It's going to happen."
Yes, it is.
The guy on the lines across from you is just better than you sometimes, Josh.
Pause. Josh, you may talk.
If it's true for just this one team, it's true for anyone. It's literally like if you put in the work and you put in the effort, you get the good grade. Like why are you just saying, oh, it's just the top market teams are the good teams? Any team can be good.
You just have to put in the time and effort.
For that logic, the Patriots just didn't want it enough in the Super Bowl. It wasn't the fact that the Seahawks just had a better team than them.
No, they didn't.
The Seahawks literally had a better team than them.
But also the Patriots
won. And you won the
Yes, and it wasn't because they wanted it more. They had a better team. And it's not because they wanted it more. They were a better team. They had more talent on their team.
And the Patriots had a window to win. It was 9-0 at halftime. They didn't want it bad enough.
Because they're off. They didn't have the talent to win.
They didn't have the talent to win. Runner up for the MVP and Coach of the Year, you idiots. The MVP and the
if
coach.
You genuinely think they?
Wait, I have a question. Wait, who was the MVP?
Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
But he wasn't good because he didn't want it enough.
Hey, stop it. Apologize to each other.
I just can't believe your argument is if you want it enough, you can win.
Stop. Josh, breathe.
You literally need to be talented to win.
Both of you shut up and let me talk.
I can't believe that argument.
I'm actually going to back Josh up. Because I believe that if you want it bad enough, you can get there. You can do it. The Patriots, let's say, how about the Falcons? They wanted it. What'd they do? They won the fucking Super Bowl.
When did I say talent?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with talent. Yes, talent has a play. It has a part of it.
But Tom, when did I say talent doesn't matter? When did I say?
You literally said if you just work hard enough, you can win.
I said because you want to know what happens when you work hard and you put in effort? You become talented.
Dude, what's his face? Let me think of a bomb.
I'm the perfect example of this. I want to go to the gym. I want to change the way I look. I want to tone myself. I haven't done shit about it. So you know what? I'm not toned. And whose fault is that? It's mine because I'm not doing anything about it. I could be.
Well, but if you join a powerlifting competition, you let me know, Sarah.
Please. It's the same thing at dance. You battle each other for solos. And if you don't work hard enough, if you don't put enough time in, at the end of the day, yes, it has to do with talent, but it's also about how many hours you logged in the studio, how many time you're coming in when you're not in class and actually working on yourself, how much stretching and practicing you're doing at home outside of the studio. It's not just that I showed up to dance class every day and did what I was asked to do, because I didn't, but I got a solo because I worked my ass off and I proved that I was good enough to have one. And that's what Josh is trying to say. It doesn't have, like, he's not saying you can't be, it's all talent.
You have to be talented, but
you have to be talented, but you have to have drive.
If a program wants to be good, they can be good. Just put in the money and the effort and the recruiting process to go get the good players.
You don't think the Browns for like 30 years or the Jets for 30 years have been trying to be good and it just doesn't work out?
A really shitty management, Tom.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't get because you don't get the talent, and you can try as hard as you want.
And you know what? In Uno, you don't always get the best deck of cards, and sometimes it's out of your control. You
don't think Boston College has been trying to be good, and they just fall apart because they don't get the top tier players, and then they don't get top tier coaches, and they don't have the NIL money to compete with schools like Alabama.
Didn't they just fire their coach?
No, Bill O'Brien's still there.
Oh, Bill.
No, it was they had.
Can we talk about something else?
Yeah, we're gonna move on to some. Don't worry, Sarah. We're going to make you real happy. We're going to move on to baseball.
Oh, fucking A. Why did I say something?
Because the Sox season opener is on Thursday.
Oh, you need me for this? I can't just go on my phone.
We're going to get to Sarah at some point in time. The opening day roster has come out. Marcelo Meyer, who had a very...
who even is that?
Their second baseman.
Look him up. Tell him if he's hot.
No. Wait, I like Marcelo from Xander. What's Saturday Night Live? He's funny.
Who?
The short guy?
Yeah, he was in
the Latino?
Yes. Oh, he's hilarious.
Freaking he plays what's his name?
In Happy Gilmore.
I'm blanking on it.
I don't know his name.
He was with Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that guy. What was his name?
Domingo,
yeah.
Love him. He's so funny.
Anyways,
sorry.
Marcelo Meyer, who had a odd spring camp, I would say. He made the team, although it seemed like there was a lot of subliminals from Alex Cora that he wasn't going to make the team, but I'm happy he made the team. We'll see how he does up there. He batted like 158 in spring training, so he wasn't the best. But we'll see what happens when the actual show starts. Peyton Tolley gets set back to AAA. Besides that, pretty much everybody else who I think should be on the roster made the roster. Connolly Early made the roster as a reliever, but he's going to be the third starter and going to gain. I don't know. It's weird how they're going to bounce things around for the lefty-righty. But overall, I'm happy with the way the roster looks. I think coming off of the WBC, I'm a lot more hopeful for this season because we saw guys like Roman Anthony hitting bombs, Willie Abreu hitting bombs, Jaron Duran was hitting well in the WBC. Even Yoshida was hitting well for Japan for a point in time, so maybe that can carry over, and he can be a glimmer of what we thought he was going to be when he first came over from Japan. I just think it really comes down to this season is what are the young guys going to give you? What can you get from Rowan Anthony, who I think is primed to have, maybe I'm a homer, but like AL MVP, if we just saw Drake May go second for MVP in a year when nobody was expecting that, I think if a year where we've seen Roman Anthony compete in that top level, literally in the top level with the best American and against the best Dominican was the team that won the WBC.
Venezuela,
thank
you. I knew it was in that region of the world.
Why did I know that?
Venezuela is way southern than Dominican Republic.
Oh yeah, but it's in that.
Yeah.
It's below the equator. Counts. It's close.
No, it's
Okay.
not. Dominican is north, Venezuela's south.
Dominican's higher up than Venezuela, but it's
I
in
would
that
just
region.
like to say a little statement. Anything that Tom says does not affect his
That doesn't work the
co-host.
same.
I think we need to bring out a map. Tom doesn't know his geography.
Literally.
So the Dominican Republic's in the Caribbean, which is right below Florida, and Venezuela is in South America.
No, dude.
Thank you.
Aruba's in the Caribbean, and Venezuela's right next to Aruba. I was there.
Venezuela's not in the Caribbean.
Venezuela
That's all the Caribbean.
No, it's not.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it is.
not.
Yeah, it is. It's
Oh
on
my
the Caribbean.
god.
The Caribbean are the islands that are below Florida, like Puerto Rico, Haiti.
And when you go further from there, where do you get? Aruba. And you know what you get when you get further from Aruba? Venezuela. Bang.
Aruba
Back
is
to baseball.
literally in South America.
Word. I literally couldn't care less about this. Baseball.
So Tom is I'm not going to call you an idiot for our previous conversation, but Tom is
You're a moron.
genuine moron because he doesn't know his geography.
I literally never claimed to be good at geography. Anyways, when it comes that tournament gave me more hope when it comes to like the Red Sox having actual power in the lineup. My next concern though is going to be staying healthy because you have guys like Trevor Story, Marcelo Meyer as your inside infielders at short and second, and Trevor Story had 1 year with the Red Sox where he's actually healthy, and Marcelo Meyer. He's the shortstop.
Does he look like my Trevor?
No.
You'll have to look at a picture, but no.
No.
Not a lot of guys in baseball have long hair like that. It's more like a flow.
Did.
Yeah, but it's like a flow. It's not like the long type of hair.
Trevor Lawrence
was my favorite Red Sox player.
He's a traitor.
I know. I followed him to New York. I was 5.
Anything Sara says or does not reflect on the other two co-hosts of Tom and Josh.
If Trevor had
at least I know where Venezuela is.
Whatever. If Trevor had gone to Bama, would you have followed him to Bama?
Nope. He'd be single.
Sarah's going to make her own protein shakes.
He's sitting next to me. They said...
who's they? That's Tom who said that.
Oh, sorry. It was just
question.
Tom.
I thought it was a valid question.
I said I followed Johnny Damon to New York when I was like 5 years old because he was my favorite Red Sox player. I was 5 and didn't understand. And he asked me if Trevor went to Bama, would you follow him? I said no. And they said, if Xander went to Bama, would you follow him? I said no, he'd be single. He laughed.
All right, at least got a good chuckle back there. Yeah.
Huh?
So
Did you just say I guess I'm going to Bama? You're an asshole.
So I would
Make
say
your own damn dinner.
I don't know if it's just me, but I am cautiously optimistic for this Red Sox season. I think
I'm not.
ALDS should be like a step up from what they were last year. I think that's where they should be, and it's literally all on the massive shoulders of Roman Anthony.
I think it's exciting just because I don't
It's
really... I think it can go both ways where this can be a really exciting season, but it can also be a very disappointing season because we don't confidently know the direction of the Red Sox. The thing with the Patriots and the Celtics is that we had very low expectations, and both teams completely exceeded them, which made both those seasons very exciting to see. But with the Red Sox, it's kind of like you're not supposed to be utter garbage, but no one's expecting you to be, LA Dodgers type level. So you're in that middle of the road where you can like just make the wild card, or maybe you can do a little bit better than the wild card, or maybe you miss the playoffs in general. So there's so many questions for the Red Sox, and that's why it's becoming a very interesting season, because you can literally take one player from the Red Sox and be like, you can apply two good questions to them.
Yeah, and I think that's true all the time, but this is such a this Red Sox team is going to be so polar opposite. Like, it's either going to be in the playoff race, hopefully chasing an ALCS, ALDS title, or they're going to be, they lost their veteran leader in Alex Bregman. It's too early for Roman Anthony. Marcelo Meyer can't stay healthy. The bullpen, the starting rotation is phenomenal, but they have literally no run support. That's what the story of this Red Sox team is going to be. If they're not good, it's going to be, guys got hurt, they couldn't score. It's going to be all the things we said before the season. Like, they couldn't score, and they don't have any sort of veteran leadership. But if they're good, it's going to be okay. The rotation was, rock solid. Crochet, Sonny Gray, Suarez, Oviedo, Connolly early. Like, it's going to be Brian Bayo in the mix there as well. Like, it's going to be rock solid. And the bats are going to be a lot better than we thought, because guys like Roman Anthony, Willie Abreu, Marcelo Meyer, Trevor Story, maybe he stays healthy again and he has a really good season bouncing off last year. Maybe Jaron Duran, maybe he becomes more of the guy we saw 2 years ago instead of the absolute bum we saw last year in the playoffs against New York, where he's dropping fly balls and walking to the wall to pick up a ball that bounced off the wall. So it should be an interesting season. And I know we took a lot of time on the college football March Madness, so I think we'll cut this a little bit shorter. We'll have Sara give us her top 5 favorite Red Sox going into the season.
Do you have pictures?
Josh, you want to pull up some roster pictures for us? I'll just start listing off some guys.
Sure.
Perfect.
Sure. Okay.
So while Josh pulls that up, so what we're gonna do is I'll list like 5 or 6 players, and you'll just say, ooh, like, this guy's gonna have a good year. This guy won't have a good year.
If you just give the name, I'll pull up.
I think it's funny.
I'll pull up the photo.
What do you
so I
want
think,
me to do? Just say if they're hot or not?
like, well, no, you're gonna be like, ooh, this guy's gonna have a good year, but we all know, like, the joke is, oh, Sarah's ranking. She doesn't watch baseball. She's ranking on if
I
she
mean,
thinks this guy's
Sarah's
cute or
vibe
not. Like, that's the joke.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah. It made sense in my brain. But yeah, so we're gonna pull up. So obviously, first of all, Roman Anthony. He is the franchise. He's so good for such a young age, and he's so mature for his young age. He really hasn't done anything wrong in his MLB career. He was the number one prospect in the system last year. He gets brought up. The whole franchise, the whole season kind of turns around. Expecting to have a big year from him. He needs to hit some bombs. Would be huge if he could be a 30 home run guy. That's going to be Roman Anthony. Are you able to get that screen in the middle, Josh? Thank you. That's a bad picture of Roman. Get one where he's smiling, yo. There we go.
This is the best I can do. I'm not prepared with images.
It's okay.
This is all via Google.
No.
No good
Just cancel
season
the
for
segment.
Roman
Just cancel
Anthony.
the segment. She's a Yankees fan. Just cancel the segment. She's a Yankee fan.
I'm not a Yankees fan, but you asked me to judge someone if I thought he was hot or not. I don't think he's hot. Sorry.
Pull up Marcelo Meyer, the guy, Roman's best friend, the other young prospect who we need to have a big year this year. Is he going to be able to stay healthy? Will he be able to find his swing at the plate? Didn't have a good spring training camp at all. Sarah, do you think this guy's going to have a good year based solely on how you think he looks? As Josh types in Marcelo Meyer, pulls up the images.
Yes.
So Marcelo Meyer will have a better season than Roman Anthony, according to Sara.
Interesting. Let's switch over to the pitchers. We have our ace, Garrett Crochet, who was in Cy Young conversations last year. His first year pitching as many pitches and innings, throwing as many innings as he did last year. Is that wear and tear going to be too much on Crochet, or is he our war pig? Is he an animal at the dish, or not on the dish, on the mound? Can he keep that going up and be the ace this rotation needs, the go-to guy starting a game, need to get a good win in a series? Can Crochet be that guy? He's tall, but he's tall.
I don't care.
But he's tall. He's tall.
And he's really good. All right, so Sarah, because she thinks Garrett Crochet is not the best looking.
Everyone on the Red Sox that's supposed to be good is not going to be good according to Sarah.
Well, let's switch over to a guy who he's going to be in such a weird role this year. Let's go to Jarren Duran. He's listed as a designated hitter and an outfielder. I'm like, he's going to have such an interesting season and low-key kind of like a linchpin on this team. Because if he can be the Jarren Duran from 2 years ago where he's getting extra bases because he's one of the fastest guys in the league, could he be, maybe that veteran leader for this team that they need?
Yes.
All right, so Sarah's confident in a Jarren Duran bounce back. I'm not, but he was mashing in the WBC.
He's pretty.
See, I don't know why I came up with this idea, because I knew it was just going to enrage me, because Sarah's just literally going to be like, ooh, like, Roman Anthony ugly. First of all, just incorrect statement.
She's just not I didn't say he was ugly. I said he's not my type.
Roman Anthony drives a Lambo.
Okay.
Let's do one more. Let's go to a guy who...
buy you a Louis Vuitton bag.
All these guys could buy her a Louis bag.
True. So could my boyfriend.
But has
he? Just hasn't.
Xander, where's the Louis Vuitton bag?
They're asking where my Louis Vuitton bag is.
Don't do it.
Well,
invest in stocks and bonds instead.
Shut up, Tom.
Gamble.
They said
Gamble it away.
that all these guys, like meaning the MLB players, could buy me a Louis Vuitton bag. Because I'm saying if they're going to have a good season or not, just based off their looks. And I said no to players that they wanted me to say yes to. And they're like, well, they could buy you a Louis Vuitton bag. And I said, well, so could my boyfriend. He just hasn't.
Let's do one.
Because we don't get $30 million a year.
Baseball's like the best sport to go pro in because there's no salary cap and you have to play like a decent amount of time.
So you can.
Xander, are you good at baseball?
You can sign a $10 million.
Are you good at baseball?
You can sign a $10 million a year.
I mean, you can be like Chapman, who literally comes in for an inning every other game or something along those lines. Or you can be Crochet, who goes for 5 innings every 5 days.
I wouldn't go to any of your games either.
Fenway's just great. All right, let's do one more, Josh. Let's do Willie Abreu, the guy who won the WBC. I think he is going to have the best. Like, he's going to be again a guy who's a linchpin. I think this is a guy who I'm more confident in having. I don't want to say a breakout year, but a guy we can rely on in a big moment, like Willie Abreu. I think at the dish, I think he'll be a lot better than Jarren Duran at the dish, and he's playing in the field for a reason. So I have more faith in Willie Abreu to have that be that linchpin than Jaren Duran.
No,
Fucking Willie.
No, on the Willie.
he's not my type.
Here's him when he won
That
the
bat
World
flip.
Baseball
So that
Classic.
wasn't the game, but the game before that, that bat flip sent to the moon was one of the best bat flips of all time.
Sorry, but he's just not my type.
What about now? He has long hair.
Float's not Willie's thing. He needs the clean cut. All right, let's get away with that, Josh, because I'm just gonna get angrier as we go on. When she keeps telling me that. Literally, I was like, ooh. The three guys, I was like, ooh, I think these guys have a big season coming up. Anthony, Crochet, Abreu, and then she's like, no, I don't think they're good looking. They're gonna have a bad year.
Okay, you irritate me.
I mean,
This was your idea.
you were just irritating Tom.
And you said this was a great idea. I was like, Sarah,
This
let's
was
have you
your
rank-
idea.
And you agreed to it in the group chat. And you're like, ooh,
Yeah,
that'd be
to
funny.
say if they were hot or not.
Yeah. And now
That's all I
their,
agreed to.
and now I'm using their attractiveness to determine whether or not they're gonna have a good season or not.
Well,
Imagine
Well,
she goes
that's
3
all
for 3.
you.
Imagine she goes 3 for 3, Josh.
Imagine, yeah, Roman
Who?
and Eric Rocher are just absolute bums, but yet like Jaren Duran just becomes like the all-time greatest player to ever play baseball.
I'd be so pissed. I'd actually be so pissed.
I would send him this clip and be like, "You're welcome.
Yeah. I'll do it for the Red Sox talk. Obviously,
Buy me
he's
a
kind
Louis
of
Vuitton
That will,
bag."
do, that will do it for hot or not. Be tuned to stay in next week when we do Celtics players.
if Tatum's not attractive, we're gonna fight Sarah. I swear to God.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't find him attractive.
Just I'll take.
Sorry.
We're gonna do some Celtics talk.
Basketball players aren't my type.
But they can buy
Neither
you
are baseball players. I don't give
you,
a fuck if they can buy me a Louis Vuitton bag or not. I could buy myself a Louis Vuitton bag.
They can buy you two.
Okay? I could buy myself two.
Where
Buy you
are
a
they?
Birkin bag.
I'm saving up for a house, actually. Thank you.
Buy you a Birkin bag.
You know, priorities. I could buy myself a Birkin bag. Thank you.
They could buy you a
No, don't you gotta be
Lululemon.
like famous to buy one?
Yeah, you don't have to be famous, but you have to
Have an
build a relationship with the sales rep at a store, and then they have to offer you a bag.
That's too much
But
work.
you also have to build credit within the store, so you have to buy like a belt, you have to buy shoes, shirts, like other
That's just so
other
much
things
work.
within the store before they offer you a bag.
It's such
Very
like,
rarely, very, very, very rarely, they would offer you a bag right off the
it's
bat.
like a classy, petty thing, though. Like, oh, you
I
can't,
know.
you can't buy
That's
one
why
unless you
I
know.
will say majority of people go to this place called Love Luxury, and they buy their Birkins secondhand.
Like, oh, you can't buy my. I want to sell my stuff, but I can't. I won't sell it to you because you don't know my sales associate. Like, what?
Yeah, that's kind of how it is.
Like,
I mean,
oh,
It's
like,
stupid.
if
So
I
you have to book an appointment to go,
okay, but like if
and then
if I was a woman, and I'm not claiming to be,
Mhm.
and I see this other woman on the street with a Birkin bag, like all that's
potentially,
gonna go through my head is be like, wow, you know a sales rep, bitch.
well, it could potentially be fake.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Real.
A lot of
bitches be fake.
a lot of stores are ripping off Birkins right now.
Yeah, and then Birkin is going to lose its stock because everyone wants a Birkin, and then there's going to be a new bag that.
Well, that's how it's been for so long. Everyone wants a Birkin. They go, "Oh, I want a Kelly, or I want this, I want that, and I want platinum whatever, and no, I want gold." Like, it's bullshit. I actually don't like Birkins. I don't think they're cute, and I don't think they're like feasible.
I just wouldn't spend over $1,000.
If the bag, do you know how much Birkins are, honey?
No.
20K.
Yeah.
No. That's funny.
Birkin.
Try like 150K.
Like, okay, that's the thing. It's like, Jesus, 300.
They're like 50K. They're like 50K, and then the rare ones are like 150, possibly up to like 300K.
Yeah, I found one for $300,000 on eBay.
Yeah, they're very expensive.
Well, like, that's the thing. Is like, God.
But if you're buying your Birkin off eBay, that's your own damn fault if it's fake. Sorry.
Like, I'm sorry if there is ever a woman in my life, a lovely woman. I will spend the right amount of money. I will keep us financially stable.
Yeah.
Damn, my ass will I ever buy you a Birkin bag. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Any woman out there who's interested in me and thinks that she has a future with me and thinks, yeah, this man will buy me a Birkin bag, to
No.
hell, I will buy you a Birkin bag.
I will tell your next girlfriend that I'll just let her know straight up. I'm like, just so you know, I'm going to be like, do you like Birkins?
She'd be like, oh my God, I love Birkin.
And if she says that, I'm just going to be like, Josh, she's not the one.
You're not getting it.
She's not the one.
I can cook for you at home. I can make some bomb ass tacos.
I can bring you to the gym.
Hell
Give you a nice workout.
I can bench 225. Actually, 250, but I didn't want to be that guy.
You don't want to be too cocky.
The big
Tom,
debate,
what can you bench?
I don't even know. Nate, I just put the plates on. I don't know what the math. I can't do math.
That's true.
Can't do geography either, apparently.
It's not my strong suit. But I figured since we did pretty much a big debate to start the show, I think we should end with some Celtics talk.
No.
I had one ready. Come on.
Let Josh do his big debate.
I came prepared, unlike the two of you. Don't punish me because the two of you are doing your jobs.
Hey, I never come prepared.
Fair enough.
So nothing on my end has changed.
Me, Tom, because you're bad at your job today.
Yeah, literally.
First
Do
time
not
I'm
pin
gonna have to come pulled up with the
anything on
rundown
me.
and anything. So I don't want to hear it. Not that you guys read
Don't
the
pin anything on me.
All right, Josh, what's your big debate for the week?
My big debate.
Okay.
The two biggest prospects or rising stars in New England, that being one, Drake May, and two, Roman Anthony. Which of the two do you believe is under more pressure in their upcoming season? So Roman Anthony, obviously, for this season, Drake May for the next season. Who do you think is going to be under more pressure?
Drake May.
So, yeah,
I'm only saying that because I don't know anything about Roman Anthony. I just found out what he looks like.
He doesn't think he's hot.
Which
That's all he knows
I'm
about
sorry.
Roman.
I knew you'd say that answer.
If it makes you feel better, I don't think Drake May is that attractive either. Sorry.
She's literally a New York fan in disguise.
God,
I bet
That's
she thinks Aaron
offensive.
Judge is attractive.
Who?
Aaron Judge. He's a Yankee.
What does he look like?
I don't know. He's very tall.
He looks like a tiki head.
He's very
No,
tall.
thank you. I'm more Mac Hollins. Like, that's more my speed. Actually, no.
So you're into feet?
No, I don't like
long
feet.
hair.
I like long hair.
Mm-hmm. Good to know.
I like
Yankees
long
have to be
hair.
clean cut. So you want to be.
I know. So the second they made Johnny Damon cut his hair, I was done. I was like, fuck you. You ruined him.
So
who's under more pressure though, Roman Anthony or Drake May?
It's tough
Drake
because
May.
like I think instinctually you have to go Drake May, but it's also I don't want to say it's an unfair argument because Roman's going into his first full season, his quote unquote it's like 1.5 for Roman, where Drake May's going into year 3 this upcoming season.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, the question isn't like, oh, is it fair to be under pressure? Like, just as a standpoint from what you're hearing in the media, from what you're hearing from teams, and what other people's expectations are for their upcoming seasons, which of the two do you believe people are putting more pressure on?
I mean, it's the quarterback. Drake May is the quarterback. At the end of the day, like that's the most important position in all of professional sports. It gets the most amount of scrutiny. It gets the most money because it's the most important. So to say Drake May isn't under the most pressure compared to Roman Anthony, I think would be false. I think it's obviously Drake May. But I think if you had said going into this season for the Patriots and this the past season for the Patriots and this upcoming season for the Red Sox, I think you could have gone Roman Anthony. Just with the way the roster is constructed, they're it's very clear that the Craig Breslow is putting a lot of eggs in his basket that Roman Anthony is going to be the guy that we all think he's going to be. Whereas I think with the Patriots, it was, okay, let's have them get to 9 wins, 9, 10 wins and be happy. And let's bring in a veteran who can help mold the young receiver. And let's bring in, ABC guy and let's surround him with a really good defense and a really good head coach.
I think you make a good point. Is if you were to compare it to before the season of Drake May, I think it's a clear cut. If you were to do Roman Anthony coming into this season versus Drake May coming into this season, I think the clear cut answer is Roman Anthony. But I think if you throw in, next season for Drake May versus this season Roman Anthony, I think there's definitely more of an argument because Drake May obviously went to the Super Bowl. People, especially Boston, are going to want consistency and repetition. They're going to want to run it back. And so I think anything that's not a Super Bowl at the moment, because we're still coming off of a Super Bowl loss, I think anything not resulting in a Super Bowl win would be considered a failure in the eyes of the boss of New England sports fans right now. However, like you said, with what Craig Breslow did with the offseason, how the roster is constructed, especially with Devers getting moved, now you don't know who your designated hitter is. You're expecting Roman Anthony to make all the hits now. Like, people want him to say, like, you have to have at least 30 home runs. Like, you are the next guy for the Red Sox. Like, people are questioning if Drake May was the next guy for the Patriots. People are assuming Roman Anthony's the next guy for the Boston Red Sox. So I think, and especially like you said, this is his first full season. I think there is a very good argument to make that despite Drake May going to all the way to the Super Bowl, I think Roman Anthony is very well is right there next to him with the amount of pressure this kid is receiving.
I mean, I've seen some people say he could be like an all-time Red Sox player, which is like he has all the utilities,
and
he has the size, the build.
He has the potential for it, but then again, like, is it too much for this season though? Like, people are saying they want him to have 30+ home runs to make it to the playoffs. If we don't get that in this season, is that too much for him? Like, are we putting too much pressure on Roman Anthony?
I think he gets added pressure because we just saw what Drake May did in his second season.
It's hard to follow up.
Coming up 1 vote shy of the MVP, and a guy who I don't want to say was a more hyped prospect, but if you're the number 1 prospect in all of baseball, like Roman Anthony is, there's going to be expectations compared to literally the third quarterback taken in their draft class. They didn't even play in his rookie season, and then they go out and they win. He wins 1 real game his rookie season, where he plays the full game. So I think in that aspect, Drake May didn't have that much. Like, he didn't have a ton of pressure on him going into his second season because the expectations around the team were just so astronomically low. But now that he has done what he's done, now he's going to be okay. Go prove that. Now it's really okay. 1, you have to go make guys like Romeo Dobbs, unless they go and get A.J. Brown, which I think they're going to do. But if this is the wide receiver room he's rolling out come September, okay, you have to go make Romeo Dobbs a 1,000-yard receiver. You have to go make Kayshon Boutte maybe a 1,000-yard receiver. You have to elevate these guys around you who are lesser talents like Romeo Dobbs and Kayshon Boutte, while as Roman Anthony on the other side, it is just literally be like the franchise. Because now we're expecting Drake. We're like, ooh, we have this this renaissance in Boston sports where these young guys, Drake May, Roman Anthony, are going to be the franchises of 2 of the biggest teams in the city.
Yeah, I think you make a good point where people are expecting, people want pieces around Drake May. I mean, everyone wants AJ
If
Brown.
Drake May had gone out and been average this past season, there'd be less pressure on Roman Anthony.
Really?
Yes.
You really think Drake May affected that much of him? Because I feel like
I don't think it's like, ooh, now all the pressure's on Roman Anthony, but it's it's like in our mind where we just saw this young talent go out and become 1 vote shy of the MVP, bring them all the way to the Super Bowl, ultimately lose. Now it's, ooh, let's see if Roman Anthony can do it.
Yeah, I do think it's still kind of like there's still some sting from the wound coming from the loss of the Super Bowl. So maybe some of that, if you're from the Boston fan standpoint, where you just want to be right back in top tier action. But I think you make a good point where people want pieces around Drake May. People are saying Drake May needs more help. He needs to do this in order to be more successful. Whereas people are literally being like, Roman Anthony, take us to the promised land. Take back the Holy Land for us. Like, people are literally putting all their eggs in a basket with Drake May, and even the front office was when they got rid of Devers and then didn't pay Bregman as well. So now it's like, even though we haven't seen a full season from him, they're like, all right, Roman Anthony, get out there and win us the World Series. Go.
I think it's also a QB can will you further in playoff than one player can will you in baseball. Just with the way the sport's designed. Like, Mike Trout could not bring Mike Trout, great best player of his generation, didn't win a thing because he was stuck in the Angels, and you just can't will them that far as a hitter. And if you're if you're an ace like Paul Skeens, well, you play every 5 days, and eventually your team also has to score runs. So I think just the nature of the sports puts more pressure on Drake May.
Fair. I can't blame you. Anyone else?
Sarah?
I just like Drake May better.
Damn straight.
So who do you think's hotter, Drake May or Roman Anthony?
Ooh, because you didn't say either of them were attractive. This is a good question.
Drake May.
Is it just because he plays football?
Yeah. Can we ask, who is the most attractive Boston athlete at the moment?
She's probably going to say Pasta or Swayman.
I was going to say Matt Collins.
Coaches
are allowed. Coaches are allowed too, if you want to throw in a coach.
Ooh. This is going to catch you guys off guard. He's on the Bruins.
Okay.
Please don't
say Marco Sturm, the coach.
No. Okay. He's a player.
I was going to say, please don't say Marco Sturm.
Hold on. He fights a lot. Zadorov.
Nikita Zadorov.
I like guys with anger issues. Sorry.
And here is the award for most attractive Boston athlete of 2026 so far. Zadorov.
I just
I
can't
don't
believe
know.
that's what we
And he's tall as hell.
He's
on skates. That doesn't count. He gets a boost.
He's 6'7".
Yeah, but then you put him on skates and he's like 6'10".
Yeah.
You know who's naturally 6'10"? Jason Tatum.
I thought he was 6'9".
He's 6'10".
Do we need to fact check this?
Whatever.
They all lie about their heights. He's 6'10". But that'll do it for episode.
And then, wait, there is a Patriots player.
Brendan Schooler.
Schooler's the bald one.
Brendan Schooler's the guy on the punt returns.
I know. He's not. Is he the bald? No, he's not the bald one. Hold on.
Let's hear that Jason Tatum is 6'8".
Yeah, but that was from his rookie season. He's
no,
6'10".
it's not.
He didn't grow 2 inches.
He's 6'10".
I don't know. Maybe that's.
They all lie about their height. They also Kevin Durant was really 7 feet
and
tall.
Honestly, Brendan Schooler.
We should do and I'll make a graphic of it if you'd like. We should do like our top 10 Boston athletes right now. Like Tom and I will actually rank them, and Sarah's will simply just be like the 10 hottest at Boston athletes.
Can I add 3 more?
All right, real quick.
Go.
Christian Gonzalez.
Fair. He's quite the looker.
Matt Collins.
I could have guessed that.
Wait, can I add 2 more?
Go for it.
Robert Spillane.
Voldemort?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something about his personality.
Okay. I mean, no, he's a great guy.
It's his head, isn't it?
And Will Campbell.
You feel like the big country accent, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I like cowboy feel.
Apparently he's he's hilarious in the locker room too.
I wish he was single because I'd totally set him up with my sister. I think they would look so cute together.
Big Willie. Too bad Big Willie.
But he has a girlfriend.
Damn.
It's his old quarterback sister.
And Jack Westover. Who are you?
Yeah. All right. We're gonna get out of here before Sarah gets
too in depth with attractive athletes.
She's looking too intently at her phone. We're gonna get out of here. That's gonna do it for episode 43 or 44. Can't remember what number it is. Not on my actual laptop.
And Trevor Lawrence.
Of the Duckboat Dispatch. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Duckboat Dispatch, YouTube at the Duckboat Dispatch. Make sure you subscribe, comment, share with a friend, be a friend, like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff there. If you want more of an audio version of the podcast, you just don't want to look at us, that's fine. I don't take offense to it. We are on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Spotify is a pain to find for some reason, so if you can't find it for whatever reason, go to Instagram in the link tree. Sarah's done a great job. You literally can't miss a Duckboat Dispatch link in there. We'll be back next week. Red Sox season opener. We'll actually get to some Celtics playoff talk. And who knows? It's the boy who cried wolf, but maybe, just maybe, A.J. Brown will be a New England Patriot by next week. I don't think so. I think it'll be post-June 1st. But we can hope and dream because it's really all we have right now when it comes to the New England Patriots in this offseason. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week.